Come on. Do you really know what turns you on? Bow chicka bow wow. Your birthday love and lust report has that answer. Be prepared to be shocked. We know everything with your date of birth. This video covers it all, top to bottom. What's your greatest strengths? How do you love? How you love? And your greatest lesson, which is often a weakness. These videos are so accurate, you will be stunned and probably turn the volume on low. Check out Secrets of Birthdays at secretsofbirthdays.com.
Soul Garden.
Namaste and welcome to Soul Horoscopes Orbits Edition. From my webcam to yours, I'm Christopher Rayman Witecki, your soul biographer, here to help you put the pieces of your story together on Earth. And we are finally in spring. My heart is pounding. Is yours? If not, I've got a class on Saturday. I'll jumpstart your heart. It's just a 90-minute seminar. It's a webcam workshop. We're working interactively on camera. And by the way, some of my best comedy comes out in these classes. Just guess anyone who's taken it. They're at soulmart.me for more information and tickets. And I got another little exciting announcement. We are going back to our soulgarden.tv brand. That's because we're expanding. We've got soulgarden.me, the community, and soulgarden.tv, our nonprofit television network, which we say now is for the people, by the people. And we are here really dedicated to help people develop themselves on camera, as well as continue to develop the people that want to help others. We're all about the light. We're all about helping you step into the light. Well, it's time to get running. The sun is in Aries. We don't have any major transits in our way for a while, and things are going to pick up speed now. Most of the inner transformations have begun. So without further ado, let's take a better look at you and take the ascension elevator up. Hello, Ambassador Gemini, and welcome to the sky at 33,000 feet. We're going to get a bird's eye view of you and you, the twins. And this is for Geminis, Gemini risings. And if you bought a Lightcast report card, we call you executive logicians. You are a person that can turn thinking and logic into magic. But not right now. Just kidding. Actually, we're in chapter 1 of Sun in Aries, and we're going to move into chapter 2 right now in the beginning of the week. What that means is you're shifting. So far, you've been working on what you don't belong in, context consciousness. And really, in the last 10 days, it's literally been a review of your friends and your associations and how you've always thought you were with this kind of group, but now maybe you're thinking you're with that kind of group, or maybe you saw the old group, and so now you see how far you have grown. And it was a decision. Actually, over the holiday weekend, Easter, if you're a Christian, it was a death and a rebirth where the old social connection probably died and a new one is being born. Now, as we move this week into chapter 2, you're moving into your diplomacy, which is where you feel like you belong, finding your troops, getting out there and trying it. This is your title, this is your reputation, this is your customer base, this is your social network and your Facebook circle of friends, on Google+. It's all of that, so to speak. And, in the spirituality, it's your diplomacy, basically. Now, the universe is working on it in many ways. We're going to start at step 11 on Sunday. So Easter is I love me, I love you. It really is kind of beautifully set up that way. And for you, it might be a healing from the past, healing from maybe issues you've had in society, maybe you never felt strong in society. And then by the end of the week, you'll already be acting on a new version of you in society, a new kind of beta version. And as you can see, you have high vision there with Venus and Mars being very fertile to get the vision done. So now for my favorite part of the show, where you see what is above is also below. And as always, I like to start with Sunday. Sunny and sentimental on Sunday. Like I said, on Easter, the moon is in Sagittarius. So your emotions are really based on giving and receiving. You really are feeling that giving and receiving on Sunday. So it's kind of typical that way. The universe really set us up nicely. The moon in Sagittarius makes you even more that way. So you're really in a romantic period that way. If you're with a honey or if you're with family, you're feeling, I think, sentimental. And what you're doing is you're healing that old reputation is what you're doing. On Monday, it's sunny with a chance of actual romance. And you're going to be breaking through some squares. Now, this red square here represents fear that you're breaking through all week long. On the one hand, at the top there, that deals with your sensitivities around change, period. Okay? Geminis are not too excited about having to change things. They're not excited about feeling through new things. It's not fun for them to feel brand new territory. But really, I think the fear is, will it work out in society? That's the question. And on Monday, you're starting to question that, but you're feeling stronger than usual. On Monday, I recommend try something new. Go sit at a different table at the cafeteria at lunch, or go drive down a different street. Go have lunch somewhere else. Go try saying hi to a new person. You know, really, Jupiter ruling the day allows you to try new things, and you're feeling kind of romantic, I think, if you do have friends or people you have an opportunity to be with. On Tuesday, cloudy, chance of storms, unfortunately. That's because this is a Uranus breakdown, so something will break down, probably with a social connection. It might be an old connection, still old friendships breaking down, maybe ones you thought weren't going to, but now, sure enough, they have. Sometimes people do interesting reversals at this point, so there is breakdown there with Uranus. At the same time, the moon has moved into Capricorn on Tuesday, and that makes you emotionally very vulnerable. Literally, you are not liking the changes. You don't like the feeling of change. You like things to be stable, and of course, not when things are growing. Now, that double yod does give you some clue, Gemini. On the one hand, you want to stay focused on the new Gemini 2.0 you're working on, this upgrade with Jupiter and Gemini, and just stay forward with the new career, the new strength, the new charisma, step by step, brick by brick. On the other hand, Saturn retrograde in Scorpio is saying, don't go back to the old life, don't go back to the old diet, don't go back to the old way of falling into depression the moment. Don't go back. So as long as you don't go back there, but you do go forward, it's kind of simple, right? Universe is, sometimes just blind obvious. That is the recommendation from God, you. On Wednesday, it's cloudy but private still. The moon is in Capricorn, so your emotions are still withdrawn, kind of behind your protective barriers, but your home planet Mercury rules the day, and this is a day of breakthrough. So you'll understand, why something fell apart in the last 48 hours, and you'll probably have an idea of where to go next. So I think you're feeling strong. And with Mercury rule of the day, you might even connect and make a connection to a friend or repair a friendship if there was a problem. On Thursday, it's sunny, but you are learning. The moon moves into Aquarius, so emotions allow you to disconnect a little bit, and Gemini is always like that. So you can come out to play just a little bit. Venus rules the day also, so everyone's going to want to play. The whole Earth is feeling sunny. This is a real, likely a very spring-feeling day. One of those days where it's like, and it's so welcome, especially, when we've had problems or been going through a hard time. But this is the beginning of things, I think, really getting good. On Friday, okay, I try to sing it, but I forget. Friday, it's partly cloudy and pensive. Now, Neptune rules the day on Friday, so this is a day where we're all more psychic than usual. And thank goddess, we're all working about ego and where we put ourselves out there. This is a day where you can kind of sense that maybe a friend's not into you, or maybe this person is. Maybe you should go this direction. Listen to your higher self when it comes to where you should go out there in the world. At the same time, the moon at this point is in Aquarius, so the emotions are detached, and again, you are learning. And you see that circle there? We've got Neptune, Chiron, and your home planet Mercury all in the space of career, and this is where you're going to feel through on Saturday. So some career stuff might be coming up on the Neptune ruled day, just saying. On Saturn day, it's sunny and future focused, maybe even career. The moon moves into Pisces, so your emotions definitely move out there, and you're starting to feel the future, you're starting to feel the legacy of decisions. You might have a big decision that you're having to feel through, but that decision has to be with where you feel like you belong. So at this point, the universe is asking you to commit to where you feel like you belong, and feel like where you might see yourself, or commit to that reputation, commit to that title, commit to leaving or staying with that friend. Saturday is the day of committing, and it might have a lot to do with business or not business, but that's because the two themes going on the same day. And then on Sunday, it's sunny and professional, maybe even aggressive. Mars rules the day, so you're going to have anxiety, you're going to want to take action. You're so light in the body, and with Saturn retrograde in Scorpio, don't slip back in the old diet. This is a day where you might slip back, or anxiety might overwhelm you. But what you want to do is take action. Put yourself out there in the world. Go ahead and pass out flyers. If you register the domain, if you figured out what your brand was, if you're going to call yourself, what you're going to title yourself, go forward with how you want to socially belong out there in the world. And if it involves career too, go forward. Moon and Pisces can make you very sensitive to where career is going on Sunday, even though it's a weekend. All right, let's fly home, Gemini. Well, that wraps up another week of Soul Horoscopes Orbits Edition. And don't forget, if you'd like to be watched over by me every day of the week, come check out at GA Text Me, the GA email or texting service. It's only 1 penny for the first week, and you can see what it's like to have me in your back pocket. Well, until next week, live, love, be.
So